Hey guys, this is Stage 48. I am Katrina DeLaFonte and I am here with BandoProducedIT. How are you? Thank you for coming.
I am good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm great. Thank you for being here. So let's get right into it. You are a producer.
Yes.
And you are currently living here in the Valley. If
Yeah.
you don't know what the Valley is, that is basically Phoenix. We're in Arizona. So how many years have you been in the industry?
Taking it serious, I would say probably 5 years, 6 years now. But I've been doing music my whole life, you know. It's always been around me, around my family and stuff. So
let's talk about that. Where are you from?
Born and raised in Arizona.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're a native.
Yeah.
There's not too many of us.
My family, they're all from the east side, but they all moved out here and then started their family and their life out here. My dad grew up being a DJ. He always wanted me to like be involved in music and just kind of take it serious. And I think that's kind of what's happening now. So
yeah. So let's talk about your music interest. What's your style?
Right now, it's pretty versatile. I like EDM music. I like pop music. I like R&B. I've always been in tune with making trap music, but I really do want to like navigate outside of that.
What inspires you?
808s, heavy bass. I think live music and really being in the moment and feeling how it sounds is really what gravitates towards me now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely been like 808s and the bass. It's never necessarily how complex the sound is or like how complex the beat could be. It's just like 808s for sure.
Okay, so you produce music. Do you write as well?
Not necessarily. I've been getting more into it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm with a team a little bit, I'm trying to give my creative input as much as possible. But I do want to respect how people are already as an artist, and I don't really want to like take too much control over the situation.
So you also have an interest in fashion. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. It's pretty out there. I mean, some days it's normal, some days it's not. I think fashion is really like how you want to perceive it. I take inspiration from the East Side a lot, mainly New York. Like everything's a costume. So whatever you're feeling that day is really what you should wear, you know. My standpoint on fashion, especially being from Arizona, is like very Western. Like gotta wear boots, gotta wear bell bottoms, like boot cut, stuff like that. Real simplistic because it gets hot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I'm big on like the cowboy style for sure.
Yeah, I like that. So do you think you've always had an interest in fashion, or is it as you've gotten older?
Oh, no. Yeah, growing up my entire life, I think I was always enjoying like dressing up.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily to be like out there or eccentric, but it was more of just like really getting comfortable with like what I want to wear, you know?
Yeah, just expressing yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, feeling like you. I like that. Let's talk about the music industry. And so you're 23?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm almost 20 years older than you, so a lot has changed just in my time. But from your standpoint, you know, how do you view the music industry?
Right now, I think it's all over the place. I mean, there is a lot of inspiration and expression, but I don't think people really necessarily know what they want to do anymore. I think it's always just like putting it out there and trying to get results. Like a lot of people are trying to find results rather than doing what they would actually want to do in the music industry. And that's okay, you know, there's nothing wrong with that because it still makes numbers, it still makes streams. But one thing I feel like people really have gravitated away from is being creative and expressive and just kind of mass producing, like pushing out numbers. So
What do you think is the most challenging part of what you do?
Oh, the fans. The fans for sure. Like you can sit there and try and, you know, make something off your own and like build your own fan base, and that takes time and it's pretty discouraging. But also, even when you're there, someone's always going to have something to say. Someone is always going to have a feeling or a negative opinion, and that can be pretty difficult to like block out. At least for me, like that's hard to block out sometimes.
Well, I think that's hard anyway. I mean, people always got something to say, and there's always like the trolls
Yeah.
that are not doing anything even remotely close to it. They don't even have the courage to do what you're doing. So there's always somebody talking their shit, right? That's kind of tough, because even the most confident people are bothered by it. I don't care what anybody says. Like, it's gonna bother you to some extent. So it is kind of frustrating, because you wish you could just block that out. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of times too where you're just like, okay, shut off the comments, just so you can let things be. But then to some degree, I feel like that takes away a little bit of, like, celebrating, like,
real creativity.
Right. Yeah. And letting people, really be authentic and respond in such a positive, like, loving way to your stuff too. So I guess,
now, mind you, all support is good, but there are sometimes, like, you do need to be a critic for sure.
Yeah.
Because I've had sessions with certain people and it's like, hey, like, maybe we should go in this direction, or at least stay in pocket, because it is hard to be efficient. I have had a lot of sessions where you're just stuck in that void of trying to be creative, and somebody does need to take direction. And that's where I feel like I've recognized and, like, evolved myself a little bit, is how can we make what everybody wants involved, like, doable? How can we make this song actually happen? You know? Because there's so many people in the room, creative minds, inspired minds, great working artists, producers, everything, but nobody has direction. Nobody has, like, that standpoint to be like, we need to do it this way, or we need to do it where everybody agrees on this standpoint.
It's like a collaborative effort. It's almost like the blueprint.
Yes.
There needs to be a blueprint. You get a lot of people that know how to do things, but it's like, if there's no one, facilitating, like, okay, let's steer this way all at the same time. It's choreography.
Yeah.
Essentially, everything is choreography. So what kind of projects do you have going on right now?
Right now, it's pretty open, honestly. I have, like I said, I have a team working with 126 Agency. They're all just new artists, Everybody's a new artist. I would like to get solid placements with people who already are established, but that's always going to be, like, the end all be all.
Sure.
But when it comes to, like, today and who I am working with, Fantasy Fulfiller, he's a good artist that I'm working with. Young Prophet, he's a good artist I'm working with. Dooney Baby, he's a good artist I'm working with. I've had a couple songs made with MTM1. He's establishing himself pretty well. There's really no direction, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, it's more of just who's willing to work with me, who's willing to collaborate, who's willing to, like, build a relationship and a friendship to make music.
Yeah. So, question of the day. If you could work with anybody, dead or alive, who would you work with?
Ooh, dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Damn. Okay. Can I give, like, a top 5?
Yes. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna give you at least 3. 5's good.
Dead or alive? Easily Prince and Michael. Easily.
Hands down.
I would have liked to work with Aaliyah. I feel like that would have been super crazy. 2 people that are alive, The Weeknd and Future.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. So what does 2026 look like for you?
Scary. No, honestly.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's so much, like, anxiety and, like, things happening, and as, like, a young adult, it's super overwhelming. Like, there's so many opportunities being thrown my way, and I just want to make sure I'm making the right decisions and choosing the best options that are gonna pursue my career and pursue my future with everybody involved. Because I'm never the type of person to, like, cut anybody out. I don't want bad blood with anybody. I want to make sure every relationship I have is, like, smooth, And that is a little bit of pressure, but that's also me making sure I'm covering my bases, because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for me giving representation for everybody who has, like, put me here, So.
Well, I had someone tell me one time, and it annoyed the shit out of me, but they said, you got to slow down to speed up. When the guy told me that when I was younger, it pissed me off, because I just really thought that he was talking shit. Just another grown-up telling me something, but it's a lesson that I've taken well into my adulthood. Slowing down to speed up, just taking the time to figure out really what works for you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's one of those things like, and you're like, to your point, you're like, oh man, I feel like I have to do everything or I'm going to miss out on this opportunity or I'm going to piss somebody off. And you really can't, you're not responsible for other people's feelings. You know, if it feels good to you, you do it. You take your time. Like, it's okay to take the time to slow down.
For sure.
And figure out what aligns with you. And as you get older, it'll slowly develop. It is an interesting time, you know, to just be into your 20s and trying to figure things out and trying to make the right decisions, because you don't. I think for a lot of people, they don't have a lot of good examples around them, so you're kind of just winging it.
Yeah, one good example I have is my dad. He's always been able to like ground me, and anytime I have a crazy situation, he's there to really help me. And he's like my best friend, honestly. Anytime I have a problem, a situation, I come to him and we can be fully honest, and there's no boundaries, there's no problems. Like we both know we're not perfect. And I think like having that representation in my life really means something, because like you said, a lot of people don't have that, and they don't have that figure that they know they kind of come from to like really stand and acknowledge like nobody's fucking perfect. But yeah, he's been a big help in my life for sure, and making very smart decisions, very wise decisions, and keeping my circle very intentional and important, because who you're around is who you represent, and I don't want to represent anything that's like a bad image or a bad, you know what I mean? So I'm all for getting money. I'm all for like chasing the bag or like working with people for like a quick cash. But when it really comes to representation, I have a certain circle for sure.
That's good. That's good. Because I feel like a lot of artists, you know, there are a big handful that kind of just go with it no matter where the integrity is in it. And I think that speaks volumes. I think that'll take you really far in the industry. You know, some people might disagree, but you know, I'd rather be proud of what I did.
Oh, for sure. You know? Yeah. My representation means way more than just doing something, you know? So.
It sits with you. So you have a good support system.
Yes.
Your father helps you keep grounded. Yep. Do you have a lot of people around you that are also in the industry?
Yeah. Damn near all my friends, honestly. The people that I work with every day, they have placements, you know, they have recognition, and they know how to move forward doing this kind of thing. We're all just in a stuck spot, and I don't know if that's like Arizona. I don't know if that's just blockage, you know, like creative mental block. But everybody that I'm around, they have at least done something serious, and they mean something to me. Names, I could say Fantasy, you know, Fantasy Fulfiller. He is phenomenal with his art. Seven is phenomenal with engineering and making songs. Spin, she's been a really good friend of mine. She's also done one of my first projects, but we've always had a solid business relationship, and anytime that she wants to do something serious, she involves me, and vice versa. Juan is my brother. I love him to death, you know, like we'll make music every day, regardless of like how we feel on shit. Like I'm always gonna make music with him. And Young Prophet, everybody. We literally just got in a situation thrown at us where this whole new studio is set up, and we're trying to build a team, and I have high hopes for it, you know, but I just want to see results. Just like everybody else, like I want to see actual results, and I want to see what we can do, whether it's serious or not, taking it serious or not, or just putting things out. Like we're super creative, and Arizona needs people to really show how creative we can be. Nobody's really taking that jump, you know?
Yeah.
So
I know everybody can be a little bit apprehensive, so it's just taking that
they're their own
jump,
worst critic. They're their oir worst critic.
Right.
Like they're willing to keep it in the vault and not talk about it and really like sit on it. But once you sit on it too long, you're not even listening to like what the fans want or what people want, because they're already on the next situation.
Exactly. So. What's the biggest thing you've learned?
Definitely don't take it serious, you know. Too serious, because once you're established, I think you have that standpoint to really take it serious. But if you're up and coming if you're independent, if you're doing anything that's like on your own, try and find a team, try and find somebody who supports you, try and find people that are on the same page as you, and don't take it so serious until it is serious.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your goal for 2026, obviously you want to start working with some new people.
Yes.
So what would be the best way to contact you for people wanting to work with you?
Through social media, at BandoProducedIT on all platforms. You can find me anywhere as that. Yeah, I'm really just open for anything, you know. I think my biggest goal is to really get placements, sync placements, or new ideas made with people. Everybody's creative in their own way.
Yeah.
And I think coming together and really representing what you want or what I want is how to do it. I am trying to find artistical direction from people. I want them to really dial in on what they want to do. I want them to be able to talk about their sound and have like real, not correction, but focus. Because I can show beats all day. I can show people my direction and like what I have envisioned to sound. But I way much rather spend time with somebody who wants to build themselves rather than just like chasing like somebody who's already established. And I've lost a lot of money doing that. Like I've done live streams for Zaytoven. I've done beat placements or like TikTok reviews and stuff for Sunny Digital, stuff like that. And it doesn't really get you anywhere. It's just money in their pocket, but it's hard. You know, it's very hard to get established and work with someone that you dream about working with. Just be careful, you know. Be careful who you're involving yourself with and be smart. Because, like I said, I've lost a lot of money thinking like I was actually going to work with somebody and they were just looking for a check. I probably wasn't even talking with them, honestly. But, yeah. Take it serious. Take this shit serious. You can have fantasies, you can have dreams, you can have passion, you can have all that stuff. But what really matters is like who you're involving yourself with and who's taking it as serious as you.
So you brought some of your music. We know we want to hear what you do. Can you go ahead and play it?
Sure.
And then we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about your creative process.
Of course.
Do you use live instruments? Are you digital?
Recently I've been all digital. I would like to honestly make live orchestral music. I would like to live record a lot of my shit, honestly. But right now it's all digital. I think where my inspiration stems from is already digital. So it's hard to like get out of that pocket for sure.
I think it would be difficult. It's not as easily accessible too, right? I mean, that's a whole, orchestrating an entire production just to record.
Yeah.
But that would be amazing. I feel like that would be an amazing experience anyway.
Hopefully one day, you know what I mean?
Goals. It's goals. It's not hopefully one day. It's going to happen. You speak it into existence. That's what we do.
Manifestation. I use FL Studio. I am pretty fluent in all DAWs. DAW stands for Digital Audio Workstation. That's what people use to make beats and record people. So I'm a little fluent in Pro Tools. I know a lot about Logic. I know a lot about Ableton. I know a lot about FL Studio. That's what I use now. I would like to be more involved in like engineering one day, so that way I can take some pressure off of myself. Because I think the end goal, end all be all for a lot of people is like they probably do want to record themselves, or at least for me, I would like to record myself. So I'm now taking that jump, taking that initiative to like learn those processes and learn what I really need to do to make myself sound good or how I view it in my head. But yeah, FL Studio all day. And for anybody who's watching this and they don't think FL Studio is the best, you're tripping. I'm sorry, but you're tripping.
Let them know.
Everything you can do on all those other platforms, everything else is right there in FL Studio. It's all about perspective and like what they actually want to use, and that's fine. But I've been in so many studio sessions and people operate and create like in their own process. And it's just funny because I know I'm like, FL is definitely number one. So hate me if you want, but FL is number one.
You like what you like.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you think is the biggest differences from where you started to where you are now?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Really putting it on paper, like what I hear in my head, like actually being able to articulate it and being able to make it sound exactly what you hear in your head. Because I think that's a hard thing to do. And people do get very blinded by the fact that what they're listening to is like how they hear it. But you really have to be able to make that articulate for everybody else. Like that's a big process. And that's what I'm learning nowadays is like certain sounds and certain instruments that are actually being used to make that feeling come to life. So
how long does it take you to make a track?
30 minutes, like 30 minutes to an hour, like exported, fully, not even, I wouldn't say mastered, but fully exported, 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah.
That's wild. If you think about it, you think that's...
Well, you should, I think your best creative pocket comes from like the first 25 minutes. So once you dial that in, it's really just like polishing and cleaning up the rest of it. That's the next 30 minutes that you're spending. But you should not be spending more than an hour on a song. You really shouldn't. Because now you're oversaturating, you're overthinking, you're doing too much rather than just expressing the creativity.
You go too long with something, sometimes you get writer's block.
Yes. Yeah. Or too much input. Like, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it.
Then you get overstimulated.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to let it happen and just as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know Craig.
Yes.
He wants to do a collaboration with you.
I'm down for that.
You down?
Yeah, okay. I'm down for that.
So we'll set that up. He's really excited. He loves your work. And I do too. I'm a fan. I think like I said, you're going to do great things with it.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
I appreciate you guys.
To the show.
Seriously.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Thank you guys for inviting me to do this. Arizona really needs to do more situations like this. So bringing everybody involved and doing a collaboration is 100% green light for me. So I give you guys all support and praise. Like, this is amazing to be on here. So thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure. We're happy you're here.
And Craig will do something for sure.
Once again, this is Stage 48, and this is our podcast. We'll see you guys.